respectfully. The next time you talk about Mike Tomlin, you got to have me on. I am born and raised in Pittsburgh. I've been suffering through that fraud for at least a decade. And now there's rumors of a Penn State job. I'm a Penn State alumni. Do not put me through this. I have to sit through this guy for 20 years as the head coach of my NFL team. And now, another 20 as the head coach of my collegiate team? Come on, stop it, please. Let's just stop these college rumor nonsense mill to Penn State. I want nothing to do with Tomlin. Sailed under an absolute lucky star. I personally wanted Ken Wisenhunt to be elevated to the head coach position when Bill Cowher stepped down. I thought Ken Wisenhunt was the existing O coordinator at that time. I thought that he was the O coordinator of that Super Bowl team. I thought that he had earned the right to be given that job. They go out and get the 34-year-old flashy guy in Mike Tomlin with a pathetic resume, the guy who basically was like a defensive assistant at college.
But Mike Tomlin, pathetic resume? I thought he was on the Tony Dungy
Pathetic resume, Jason. He had 1 year of a D coordinator, I think with maybe Minnesota in the NFL before he ascended to the Pittsburgh Steelers head job. 1 year as a defensive coordinator in the NFL. He was like a wide receivers coach at William & Mary. He had a couple stops at the collegiate level. The guy, there was no resume at the time to support a 34-year-old taking the best job in the NFL with an ascending young future Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger and a top 3 defense league-wide. Jason, wait, real quick. Let me lay down the coordinators he had on his team when he won that cheap Super Bowl with all of Bill Cowher's players. Bruce Arians was the offensive coordinator, and Dick LeBeau was the defensive coordinator. Bruce Arians went on to win a Super Bowl as the head coach with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay, and Dick LeBeau is one of the handfuls of legendary defensive minds in NFL history who had his own head coaching background as well. So basically, Tomlin had 2 head coaches as his coordinators when he won that Super Bowl and a litany of all-pro defensive players. And then he got, of course, arguably at one stretch of his tenure, the best wide receiver in the NFL and Antonio Bryant, and Le'Veon Bell, who for a little 3-year stretch was arguably the best running back, and Ben Roethlisberger, a top 5 quarterback, all to win absolutely nothing. And all I have to listen to, Jason, as a struggling Pittsburgh Steelers fan for the last decade is, oh, well, he never goes under 500. He's always winning half of his games. Yes, except for when it really matters in the playoffs. He's 8-11 now in his postseason career. 8-11